MVP, Danny, Brody, my little niece, and my nephew. And my family came from Southern Arizona to make sure that this is a successful event. I'm very proud to be here. And I also have to recognize that this event is possible because of people. Because of people.
There you go. There you go. Tell it.
Who want to change the state of Arizona. And I want to say thank you to Team Awesome. Thank you to the Maricopa County Democratic Party, their executive director, organizer Joe Ladio, and of course the UFCW, the United Food and Commercial Workers, and President Jim McLaughlin. Thank you all for the vision of changing this state. I also have to recognize the team that has been working with our campaign this far. I'm going to work together with Jonathan Larkin. We're going to make sure that we elect Paulson Zone. We're going to make sure that we elect Dr. Richard Carmona. Because we want victories in Arizona.
That's right.
We're working with a team that wants to have a victory for our district, a victory for our state, a victory for our families, victory for students. Let me tell you why I decided to run. I decided to run because things are getting really tough here in Arizona. But I grew up in Southern Arizona. I grew up in the border, and it's really difficult to explain the border. And my parents instilled in us, my father and my mother instilled in us that we needed to love both countries, that we needed to know both languages, that we needed to know both cultures. And I asked my father, I said, why did you make the decision of my sister and my brother and I to be born here in the United States? And he was very clear. He said because he wanted better opportunities. He wanted better jobs for us. He wanted a more fair life, no matter where we were or how long it would take. And today, what I see at the legislature is far from opportunity, it's far from fairness. When we see laws that are stifling students from accessing higher education, when we see laws that are attacking our workers and discriminating our workers, when we see laws that are trying to make the choices for women, this is a time for us to step up. So today, I'm here. I've made a commitment in the last 7 years to work diligently in our community, to organize, to make sure that our community is part of the decision-making process. And I've already heard the stories in the last 7 years. I've already heard the story of Carol, who wants her children to go to a school that's equitable, to Paradise Valley School. I already heard the stories of Guadalupe, who got laid off from the state because of budget cuts. From Alejandra, who is paying triple the tuition to go to college. But there's something else I have seen, and we touched it. We touched it, and last year was historic. When we work together, we can defeat bad laws.
Yeah!
And when we work together, we can hold our elected officials accountable and bring them down.
That's right.
And when we work together, we build power that changes the infrastructure of this state. And now we have the power to elect people who are going to represent our values and our interests. And one last thing. I already spent hot days at the legislature. I spent cold days at the legislature. And I assure you that when elected, I will be there to show up, to speak up, and I will be there to fight the laws that are going to give us a hand up. And I'm going to fight for a state like my father and my